Guys, I'm super excited because today is a day I've waited for years. I am going to go and get beehives.
With my head in the clouds and my feet on the map, we go chasing the sun and we'll follow the map. When this world got me feeling small, I'll be sure to tell my story whenever our adventure calls. When adventure calls, yeah, when adventure calls.
That's right, bees. I'm a beekeeper. It's been years since I've actually had bees. I never got bees last year, and the whole time we were living in our last house, we didn't have a place to put them. But now that we do, I'm gonna go get 3 packages of bees right now. Shinoe's playing chauffeur. She's the driver, getting practice. As soon as we pick up the bees, I'm gonna do 3 packages, bringing them home, and I'm gonna install them, and you guys get to see the whole process. It's really fun, super exciting, not too scary. What you get? Yeah, all right.
Hee, you got bees.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm noticing there's a few outside of it, so I'm kind of scared that they're gonna sting us as we're driving.
Oh, they're not aggressive. Yeah, these are some good packages. So excited to get these in the beehives. It's gonna be fun. Yep. We'll see ya. Can you hear them buzzing back there? I can hear them buzzing. I was the 3rd to the last one here. They were waiting for me and 2 other people to come get our bees. And they've been here all day long. But we were down in southern Utah all week this last week, and we literally came back today. It's Saturday today for me, and we drove all day, and I just barely got here. I've been trying to get here as fast as possible. I'm just glad they didn't leave. And that there was some good bees waiting for me.
Oh, there's a bee! There's a bee flying.
There's a scream there.
Did you just hit the
She
screen?
walked right into it hard.
Okay, listen to this.
You hear that buzzing?
Yeah, we better close this. Woo! It's gonna be exciting, guys.
Okay, so I'm gonna change into some long pants, and I'm gonna get my bee suit on, because when I open these up, I don't want to get stung, and you guys might all want to be inside.
Yep, I'm gonna do that. Or in the front.
I'll probably be out here just like I am.
Brave.
Those are all little bee legs.
I get out. Look,
Yeah.
a bee.
There's gonna be more.
I like went to open up this door and I didn't even realize.
Is this your lip mark right here?
No. Probably my forehead, like.
Let me see. Walk, get closer. I want to see this height.
Like I had been looking down, so.
So you rammed this.
I rammed it with my head and now I have a headache.
Trying to get through. Do you want to get out?
If you get stung, Ryan, don't throw the camera.
Yeah, that camera's been through a lot already.
If you've ever had bees, you actually understand that when the queen like flies away, the whole swarm follows them, and the whole swarm will actually gather around the queen, and they hang off stuff oftentimes. And you'll see a big clump of bees, and people oftentimes, if they've never seen it, will be like, ah, this is so scary. Right now, they have the queen bee in a capsule, and they're all trying to get to the queen bee. But the queen bee, the capsule itself, they can't get into because it has a cork. But they have a sugar cork that they're gonna put in it. So they'll take out the other cork, put the other sugar cork in it, and all the bees will eat through and let the queen out. And that's gonna be in each one of the hives. 1, 2, 3. And that'll keep the whole hive there going into that specific hive for each queen. The queen is attached to this little piece of metal right now, and it's in a little teeny cubicle, if you will.
You have extensive experience helping me with bees, don't you?
I actually do.
And
And
often been my right-hand man to work
Yeah.
on bees.
that's right. And the interesting thing about it is I've also written papers about bees. Did you know that? In college.
I did not know that.
Doing a lot of research. Because you intrigued me, actually. It's a really cool subject. Really, really cool.
Absolutely cool.
Everybody stay in the house. This is where it gets a little bit scary, if you know what I'm saying. He's gonna let all those bees out. And yes, it's possible I might get stung.
So these are old boxes that I used years ago, and I haven't used them for a long time, but they're good. There's nothing wrong with them. I just haven't used them in a long time. I'm reusing these old boxes for these bees. This jar is full of sugar water, which the bees have been eating for the last several days.
Oh man, they're all around me.
Told you to put on a bee suit.
Right there, that is the queen's capsule, and all the bees are around it right now.
Yep, the worker bees protect the queen. Shinwei, do you have that sugar plug?
I handed them to you.
Okay, they're out there by Ryan then. Can you give me just one? There we go, thank you. So I'm actually gonna take the cork out and I'm gonna put the sugar plug in. Over the next 24 hours, the bees will eat the sugar plug and that will slowly acclimate the bees to the queen's scent. Because if I just let her out right away, they'd probably kill her. If you look inside of this box, can you see inside there all right?
There's the queen.
It'll be alright.
Queen is inside this cage.
It has a bigger abdomen.
So there's one queen, and then there's probably about 9,000 bees. All the worker bees are female. The queen is also female, but the queen is able to reproduce and lay fertilized eggs because the queen has mated, and the worker bees, while female, cannot reproduce.
They fed it royal jelly as a baby, I guess, or as a larva.
Right.
And that's what actually made it so it could become a queen bee.
Exactly. I'm slowly pulling the cork out, and now I'm putting the sugar plug in there while the queen is still there. So now the sugar plug is in place, the queen is still alive, and what I'm gonna do now is put this like so, and in 24 hours the queen will be free.
You know, the interesting thing about this for me right now is I've been having a lot of bees land on me, but right now they're not really focusing on me, they're focusing on the queen. And yes, it's possible I might get stung while I'm here, but they're more focused on the queen themselves, so I'm pretty safe. Okay, maybe not, but we'll see what happens. I might get stung.
Now comes the really fun part. This is where the bees get real mad.
I might take a little bit of a step back for this one,
You might want to.
because I know what's gonna happen.
So I'm gonna take this sugar water out.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're a male. Ha!
Can fly.
Males can fly, they can't
They just
sting.
can't sting.
You got trapped. A male bee has its eyes farther apart. Ow! Don't do that. It pinched a little, but it didn't sting me. It's climbing up my leg.
Okay, you ready for this?
No, 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 no. No! Okay, I'm gonna stay right here and don't move along.
Are you happy here? Look at all those bees.
That one is done. Now I'm gonna replace the lid.
Notice how many bees are on the top right now. You kind of have to sift them in through a little bit, unless you don't mind squashing a few, but we try and keep it as much as we can.
The bee brush helps a lot. It's very gentle bristles. It doesn't hurt the bees, but it's enough to move them. And I can place this on here. And if I go slowly enough, it gives them a chance to get out of the way before I let it go. I've been doing bees for 15 years.
Woohoo!
Well, 15 years ago is when I first started doing bees. Okay, so that's that. The bees are installed. Now they're gonna get to work.
That's one. Now you have to do
I got
2 more.
2 more.
You want to get them in, at least in there as quickly as possible, or else they could die in that.
Yeah, I don't want to leave them in here for too long because yes, you're right, they could die. So these are 3-pound packages, and each pound is about 3,000 bees. The ones flying around right now are from this package right here. But because the queen is still in there, these bees are gonna take to it. It'll be their new home.
They're gonna fly in there.
They're gonna fly in there, they're gonna make it home, they're gonna start harvesting honey, building out comb, and it's gonna be a beautiful little ecosystem in there.
I'm gonna stay right here, and it's gonna get closer each time.
Are you sure you want to stay right there?
Nope. He's smart. He has a thing on. I don't. No, 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 no. I do not feel invincible. In fact, I almost anticipate getting stung.
Fortunately, it's not that big of a deal when you do get stung. Unless you have a severe allergy,
An
but
allergy.
not many people do.
That's why I'm trying not to move around too much.
Wait,
Did you?
did you get stung?
I felt a pinch, and then I looked down and nothing was there. I think it was a memory of the past.
Wow.
Stung? No.
I mean, but have you gotten stung at all, right?
No. Oh, there's bees all over me.
Oh, there's coming more. Ryan, do you regret your decision now?
Maybe.
Michael's out there and we're in here partying and watching through the screen. Yeah, it's fun to watch because then we know we're safe and we don't have to cover up too much either.
So this jar right here has little holes on the bottom. That's where the sugar water comes out. And the bees have been drinking that sugar water for the last couple days. That's how they survived. But it's still got sugar water in it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna leave it over here for them to finish it off. All right, well there they are. All 3 packages are installed. They're 3 different breeds of bees, so I'm kind of curious to see how well they each one do individually of each other. So there's the entrance of the hive, so the bees are just going to come in and out of right there. As they kind of get oriented, then they're going to start fanning their wings, which tells other bees this is our home, come in here. They're looking pretty good. Nobody got stung. But that's pretty much all there is to it. It's a lot of fun, it's a big adventure, and over the next several months, I'm going to be giving you guys updates on how the bees are doing, drawing out the combs, making babies, making a lot of honey, and then harvesting honey in the fall. It's going to be really, really fun. Super exciting. Can't wait to show you guys more. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this adventure. Got a lot of bees flying around me right now, and definitely more to come in the future weeks and months. So stay tuned. It's going to be a fun bee adventure this year.
When we